I am a believer that with every book haul you do, there should be a bit of an unhaul or vice versa. I've already done a book haul, so if you do want to check that out, I will have it linked in the video and in the description box down below if you want to check that out. But these are some books that I will be unhauling, like definitely unhauling, and then I will be talking about some books that I might be unhauling that I haven't really decided 100% yet. For the unhaul, these are books that I'm absolutely certain I will not be reading. These are books I read, did not like. First one is a duology. I am a little bit sad about this one. It is the Sands of Arabiya duology by Hafsa Faisal. I enjoyed the first one. Second one, not so much. I had to get it on ebook so I could read it properly because the size of the font in this series is absolutely tiny and it was putting me to sleep. There's another series called A Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and it's a little similar to this one. I was watching a booktuber a while ago, like a few months ago, and they were saying that if you like the Throne of Glass series, you will like this duology because it does have similar vibes. I think Throne of Glass does it better. That's just my opinion. My enjoyment of the second one really affected my enjoyment of the first one. I don't know what to believe now. I do enjoy her writing. I do enjoy Hafsa Faisal's writing. It's captivating to me. It's very vivid. I can see things happening. I will be reading more of her books. It's just this series was a little bit of a mess for me, unfortunately. How to Be Single by Liz, what's her name? Tuccillo? Anyway, there's an adaptation, like a movie adaptation of this book that I enjoy so much more. I was going to say more than the book, but I haven't even read this book. I just don't think I will. I flipped through the pages and I wasn't feeling anything. It wasn't really a book that is staring at me in the face and wanting to read. It's just, I don't think it's for me. I love the movie so much more. This book, I don't know if I will enjoy it. I don't think I will because it's loosely based. The movie is loosely based on this book here, and I don't think I'll like it. I have not thought about it once, so it's going bye-bye. Small Great Things by Jodi Picoult. This book kind of reminds me of The Help by Catherine Stockard. Is that her name? I really wish she would write more books because I just love The Help so much. This one has the N-word in it it's like the negative N-word to describe an African-American or a black person. I don't like that. I think it will be a good hard-hitting book to read, and I do think it does have some importance because it's a black nurse or an African-American nurse, and she, like, a baby has died under her care and she's accused of it, so I do think it does have importance. I have not thought about this book once since I bought it. And there are so many. I'm sitting here looking at my shelves right now, just looking at other books that I want to read to, that I enjoy so much more. And I don't think this book is going to be that, unfortunately. But I have heard good things about this one. Game of Death. This is a sci-fi thriller book. I read this years ago. Really enjoyed it, actually, when I first read it. It's about this game, like an entrepreneur and a techno whiz kid and his friend and colleague Yvette. There's a program where you can create your deepest dreams and your darkest fantasies, and some people take that a little bit too seriously. Like, some of the dreams is to climb Everest, dive off the Great Barrier Reef, go to a 1970s Rolling Stone concert, walk the Great Wall of China. But one of their clients has a very dark and sinister plan for this game or for this kind of technology. It was really fascinating in that there's like haptic gloves, and haptic gloves is when you, well, obviously put your hands in gloves and you can actually feel the texture of things. You can like feel the texture of a tennis ball and throw it. You can like kind of like climb a rock like you're climbing Mount Everest and stuff like that. And there's also these goggles and these not these gloves, but these goggles or this headgear that you can wear to view, to experience it with your own two eyes. I enjoyed this. I actually did enjoy this. The big whodunit was just kind of like, eh. I just don't think I'll be keeping it. It doesn't reflect me and my bookshelves anymore, and that's okay, you know. I've had this book for years. I enjoyed it at the time Wanted to reread it, haven't reread it yet. I don't think I will be rereading it, so it's going bye-bye. And if you're wondering where I will be putting these books that I'm definitely unhauling, there are multiple free little libraries around my city. There's one like 5 to 10 minutes walk away from me. There's one in a shopping center. There's one near my cousin's house. So there are definitely places I can put these books that I will be unhauling, like the definite ones. The second to last book I will definitely be unhauling is The Very Last List of Vivian Walker. Thought I was going to enjoy it, didn't. The main characters drove me incredibly insane. I don't understand how this main couple are married. They just don't suit each other. They are so fucking horrible to one another. I just don't like it. And the mother or the main character in this book, she has cancer and just can't. I understand you would be very negative and very angry about the fact that you have cancer and you can't see your family and your son grow up, but oh my gosh. Look, I've talked about this before. I've talked about my issues about it before. I don't know which video I talked about it in, but if you go searching through my the wrap-ups, you will know I did not like this at all. We couldn't even finish it. I DNF'd it. It's going bye-bye. And the last one is The Great Wall of China by Matthew Riley. This is a very good action-packed book, and the dragons are absolutely fantastic. I just thought it's Jurassic Park fan fiction. The author said he realizes that it is pretty much Jurassic Park fan fiction, and he tried it not for it to be Jurassic Park fan fiction. But when I had heard about it, that it is kind of like Jurassic Park fan fiction, I just couldn't stop seeing the similarities between the two. If you're looking for a good, fast-paced, action-packed read, which I think this author does very, very well, I do think you will enjoy this book. Now, let me scoot it closer to me. Now we are up to the potential unhaul section of this video. These books I'm hoping to reread by the end of the year. If that doesn't happen, I will be getting rid of them. These are books I have read that I really did enjoy. I either read them at the wrong time in my life or the right time in my life, and I want to see if they still reflect me and what my enjoyment and what the things I like in books are now. So we have Looking for Ella Brandy. This one is like a coming of age, not slice of life, but it's a coming of age story about finding where you come from, or knowing where you come from, learning where you come from. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know if I will like it, but I'm willing to give it another go. If I don't, look, I read this years ago. If it doesn't reflect me, who I am, I will be getting rid of it. There will be another unhaul video, I'm hoping, at the end of this year. So do be sure to check that out as well. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I read this book at the wrong time in my life. I read this book like a year or two after getting out of high school, and I think if I had read this in high school, I would have enjoyed it a lot more. I don't feel the way Charlie feels anymore. I don't feel like I've grown so much from high school years to now that I don't know if I will enjoy it as much, or I don't know if I will get much from it, but I do want to reread it, and if not, someone else will definitely enjoy it much more than me. And we have another Matthew Riley book, Troll Mountain. This is like a series combined into one book. They were so short, but like I read this years ago, right before I started BookTube, and it's a fantasy. A young hero, barbaric monsters, and impossible quest. In a remote village, a tribe of humans is being killed off by a terrible disease. There is a rumor that the trolls of Troll Mountain have a cure for the illness, a miraculous elixir. When Raph's sister gets sick and his tribal leaders refuse to help him, he makes a courageous decision. He sets out on his own for Troll Mountain to steal the elixir. The journey to the mountain begins. That's pretty much what the plot is about, and you know, I actually did enjoy this. I don't know if I will enjoy it now after reading the, what's it called again? The Great Zoo of China. I want to reread it, see if I enjoy it. If not, it go bye-bye. Far From You by Tessa Sharp. This is a young adult thriller. It's sapphic, so lesbian lover or lovers, and that part, like the lesbian romance or the sapphic romance, was done so incredibly well. I don't really remember the thrilling aspect very much, but I remember the romance between the two female characters, and it was so good. It was so realistic. It was so genuine. You could see the chemistry. I thought the chemistry was good. You could see them having this kind of little, like something new. You could see them starting their romantic relationship, and I thought it was done very well. It does follow a woman. So Mina is dead, her killer's running free, and no one will listen to me. I'll let her push me forward hour by hour. But that's right, her lover, her best friend, died, and they believe it was a drug deal gone wrong. Sophie is a long recovering drug addict, and she's been drug free for a while now. She believes someone's killed her. I think, not Mina, Sophie, the recovering drug addict, I think she was in an accident that caused her to have an opioid addiction. I believe that's what it is. I want to see if I enjoy the sapphic romance again, because I really truly enjoyed that aspect of the book, and I want to see if it holds up. More Than This by Patrick Ness. I enjoyed this one. It's pretty okay. So it's been years since I've read this one. A boy drowns desperate and alone in his final moments. He dies. Then he wakes naked and bruised and thirsty but alive. How can this be, and what is this strange deserted place? As he struggles to understand what is happening, the boy dares to hope. Might this not be the end? Might there be more to this life, or perhaps this afterlife? I really enjoyed this one when I read it years ago. So, just like what I said, it's about a boy who drowns and dies, but it's a bit more than that. And I want to see if I enjoy it up to this current time in life. I want to see if these books hold up. That's actually what a lot of these potential unhauls are for me. I want to see if they hold up to the books that I've read so far, to the books I really love that are sitting on my shelves, and see if they still reflect to me on my bookshelves and the books I've loved and read so far. This one also had like a bit of a sci-fi element into it as well. This one, I don't know. It's Fiend Girl by Rainbow Rowell. I used to read fiend fiction before, and I've had major issues with it. Kind of. I think I read the wrong ones, and it just kind of threw me off potentially really enjoying fan fiction. This is another popular one. Kath and Ren are identical twins. They go to university. Kath Ren, I don't know which one's which. One of the twin sisters is going to university for a creative writing degree. She wants to become an author, I believe. And it's about the two sisters, their relationship with each other, their dead mother and their father. And The Rumor by Leslie Cara. This one is a thriller. It's about a rumor. It's been ages since I've read this book. A casual comment, there's a killer among us. That's all it takes. She stabbed little Robbie Harris. To change her life, she's living under a new name. Forever. She's reformed, so they say. Oh, this was good. It does that thing that I'm realizing I like in thrillers now about innocent people being accused of something they didn't do. There's a mystery element with what happened to the main character's family. And I really enjoy this. And actually, I don't know if I want to get rid of this one. I'm hoping I still enjoy it if or when I get to reread it. That's it. That's the book unhaul. I will do another, hopefully I will do another unhaul at the end of the year. And whether or not the potential unhaul books will make it onto that unhaul video, I don't know. We'll have to find out. See you in the next video. Goodbye.